Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I had a comment on my latest London shopping vlog saying that you'd love some charity shop recommendations in London. I love charity shopping. It's like one of my favourite hobbies is shopping secondhand and like hunting around for those little treasures that you want to add to your wardrobe but you don't want to spend loads of money on and you don't want to shop fast fashion. So today we're going to be heading to Dalston and I'm going to be showing you why it's one of my favourite places in London to shop secondhand. I am wearing a thermal top from Uniqlo and oh my whole outfit is Uniqlo today, that's funny. And my barrel leg jeans from Uniqlo. Some shoes that I got secondhand on Vinted. They're like M&S loafers, one of my faves. Very excited, let's get going. I've just got to Dalston. Nearest station is Dalston Kingsland and we're going to walk to one of my favourite charity shops of all time. Almost opposite Dalston Kingsland station is one of my favourites, which is called Trade. Now when I went there was a sale on everything. Everything was £1.50, which was absolutely incredible, but also carnage. There was just stuff everywhere. This shop is usually quite organised, but you had to really dig around on this particular day to find anything decent because I think the sale just made the store a little bit of a mess. But I love this store because it is huge. This charity shop mainly focuses on clothing. They have men's, women's and children's. Normally it's quite organised in sections and kind of colours and styles, but currently a sale on in this charity shop, which is great but also chaos. Nothing's organised. It's normally like this. Normally it's a lot more organised, but I guess they're just trying to get rid of stock, so everything's priced really low. Great if you want a bargain though. I really like this top. It's kind of green with a little ruffle hem and it's still got the tags on. I also think this is really nice, but I'm not going to get this because I've got too much knitwear at home, but it's a really pretty kind of cabled drop shoulder jumper. I also really like the skirt, but mainly because it's petite and it's quite hard to find petite skirts. Maybe it's a bit too long on me. This is a really lovely denim jacket, but I can't tell if these rips are in there on purpose. There's just a couple of rips which I think aren't meant to be there, otherwise that would have been a really lovely denim jacket. This store is also great because they have changing rooms. There are 3 available in total, so I did go in and try some bits on. These are men's trousers, but oh my god, I love them. They're too big on me though, but the shape of them is so nice. Okay, I'm just walking a few doors down to the next charity shop, which is also one of my favourites. This one's a little bit more, what would you call it? This one's got homeware and like books and vinyl in it, as well as some accessories, and it's a little bit more curated, which is why I like it. Also, I just got an absolute bargain in that shop. Everything was on sale. Everything was £1.50 and I just got a top that should have definitely been more than that, which I'm very excited to show you when I get back home tonight. I really love popping into Crisis when I'm in Dalston. It is definitely more curated and the presentation of everything they've got just makes it way easier to shop, and also you can visualize how you're going to style things a lot more. Everything's kind of laid out really nicely. Saying that, the prices here are super overpriced. I found this knitwear sleeveless tank from Zara and they were selling it at £16.50. There was also this really cool Paul Smith t-shirt. So yeah, I would have picked up some stuff from here, but I just found it a little too overpriced. I know that money goes to charity, but part of thrift shopping for me is finding some really affordable bargains. I love looking in the men's t-shirt section when I go to a secondhand shop, and they had some really beautiful ones in here. And I just love this store. I love how they've got a mix of fashion, and also there's a little coffee shop in there. There's a couple of big bookshelves. There's baskets of accessories. I found some really nice kind of handmade crochet and knitwear bonnets, which I thought were really beautiful. They're very in at the moment, and they also have a little homeware shelf as well. This is just a great one to come in for a coffee and a little bit of a mooch and a browse. Ridley Road Market is also on today. The The sun was shining, it was such a beautiful day, and it was time for my third charity shop of the day, which was Mind. I again really love this shop. Really well organised, everything's laid out in size order and kind of categories, whether it be sportswear or trousers or coats or jackets. They have a really nice range of shoes and handbags, and also a changing room that you can ask to use as well. So I did spend some time in this shop kind of having a proper old dig because it was so organised. I found it really nice and easy to search for what I was looking for. I also spotted in the background there that they had some yarn. I love finding yarn in a charity shop. I also do love checking out the homeware section. In this store they had these really nice pink glass candle holders which were really pretty, and the main section I focused on in this store were trousers because there was some stuff on my list of things I wanted to get. Really loved these linen blend H&M trousers, and I also really enjoyed this, I think it was menswear navy bomber jacket, which was a little bit too small for me, but I really liked the colour of it. I also fell in love with this knitwear t-shirt in a baby blue shade. So I think now you can probably tell why I love charity shopping in Dalston so much. It's because they have so many in a row. There's at least like 3 down that end, and then you walk 5 minutes and there's another 3 down this end, and more towards Haggerston. So yeah, really recommend. 5 minutes down the road is Oxfam, and this is another one that I love purely because it is huge. So this shop is divided into 2 sections. One half is homeware, books, records, frames, and the other half is clothing, and the clothing is all organised by colour and size and category, which again it just makes for a really great shopping experience. I found some absolute gems in this store. I was so happy, and also it was kind of quiet in here, so it gave me lots of time and space to browse and really see what they had on offer. I found some really nice glass kind of plates, and they had some really nice frames in there as well, and I was actually able to use the changing room to try on a couple of the pieces that I'd picked up and found. More on these later because you'll get to see if I purchased them or not. But yeah, this was a really lovely shopping experience, and the staff in here were really nice as well. The final charity shop of the day was St. Vincent, and again this is another one that is kind of big and split into 2. So the door that you go into leads you to all clothing, and then round the corner is all homeware and books, and again this is a huge shop. I like how it's divided into sections, and they had a huge mix here. Everything was kind of affordable. I also spotted some vintage cameras, and they had this really nice kind of glazed pottery in store as well. A little bit of everything. Again, one of those charity shops where you have to have a little bit of a scope and a little bit of a rummage in order to find the treasure. But I really enjoyed looking at the huge book and homeware selection. They had like suitcases and stuff which I haven't even seen in a charity shop before. Oh, and one of my favourite tips, you guys, for seeing if trousers or skirts are going to fit is to take them off the hanger and wrap them around your neck. If they fit around your neck, then they are pretty much guaranteed to fit around your waist. That is such a great tip that I learned thrift shopping recently, so it saves you going to the changing rooms if you are quite tight on time. Tested this theory out quite a lot and it seems to work for me. So I had a little bit of a browse. The homeware section, I spotted some knitting needles, which is always fun. If anyone wants to get into knitting, you can normally find yarn and needles in store. Whenever I come on a shopping day out, there's always filming going on. I don't know what's going on here. I am home now, and I had such a nice day out, just a couple of hours having a little bit of a mooch, and I hope you enjoyed having a little shop with me and seeing kind of the charity stores that are around Dalston. I'm a massive fan of a high street that has multiple charity shops on it, just because it feels like you get in a good like shopping. And yeah, the fact that there are about 6 kind of in a row like down one street makes it just one of my favourite places in London to shop. Also because they aren't too expensive. Like, I know that if you go to a charity shop in like West London or Central, they could be super overpriced, and I love finding a bargain. So there was a couple that were quite overpriced. Trade is normally overpriced, but it wasn't today because there was a sale on. I recommend probably following their Instagram to see when they do have sales on. And the second one I went into as well, I think it's called Shelter, is also super overpriced, but I did find some bits, so I thought we could have a little bit of a haul and I can show you what I picked up. I'm so happy because I've actually found some items that have been on my wish list for over a year, which I've kind of been holding out for. I didn't want to shop them new or fast fashion, I wanted to get them second hand, and I haven't really been able to find them on Vinted or eBay, so I'm super happy, like chuffed, that I managed to find some of these in the shop. So the first up I got from Mind, and this is a pair of kind of silk, almost like summer trousers, and these ones are actually from Uniqlo. So I have wanted a pair of like satin silk trousers for so long, over a year. I love those whole Pinterest outfits of like kind of an oversized jumper and some really like feminine satin feel bottoms, and yeah, I've been holding out for these. Ideally I wanted them in a kind of a cream shade, but I found what looks like a brand new pair in this kind of like, I would say like a grey green shade, and they feel and look super new. I can't find any imperfections on these, and they're from Uniqlo, so I was so chuffed about these. I got them for £6.50, and I just think I'm going to get so much more out of these. They've got kind of an elasticated waist at the front, and yeah, I'll try them on for you. I do think I am going to have to get these taken up just a touch, but super happy with those. And then also I've been looking for a pair of kind of smartish trousers, but with a bit of a stripe down the sides. I think I have a couple of pictures saved on Instagram and Pinterest of some outfits that kind of have that kind of sporty-esque vibe. This is something that, again, I haven't really been able to find something that I like secondhand, and I managed to find these. So these are from And Other Stories, and it looks like they're a collaboration with Paris Atelier. I haven't heard of that before, but they're basically like an elasticated waist, smart tailored trouser, but they do have this really cool black, white and red stripe down the side, and I just thought these were so cool. They're kind of casual because they have this sporty vibe down the front, but also smart. So again, I'll try those on so you can see those. I am tempted to look up how much they would cost new. I mean, the trousers on And Other Stories start at around £77, so I do think I have got a little bit of a bargain there, because I paid £9 for those, so I am chuffed. And if you would like to see these styled up in particular ways, then be sure to subscribe and watch my weekly vlogs, because I can show some of them styled up. I can also make some dedicated content on, like, I don't know, styling my secondhand finds. Let me know if that is something that you would like. Okay, I can't find how much they would have been originally, but I have found 3 pairs of these secondhand. There's a pair on Vinted and there's 2 pairs on eBay, and they're both retailing around £29 on both of those websites. So I'm very happy that I got that bargain there today. Super excited to put all of this in the wash so I can wear it all. Okay, and then in the first charity shop in trade, oh my god, I did so well, and it did say there was a sale on in the window, but I didn't realise it was off everything. I thought it was just off selected things. There are a couple of things I picked up here and I wasn't expecting to get it for £1.50. So my first purchase was these, and I'm so excited about these again. It's another Uniqlo purchase, and it's basically these cropped corduroy cream pants. They're kind of, they fit me perfectly, and they are waist 24-inch cotton, 100% cotton, and I love these. I love corduroy trousers, and I think these are so great for summer. They are super cropped on me, even as a petite person, which is quite a surprise. I love that kind of vibe, so I'm really excited to style these up. I just love Uniqlo trousers. I love that it has the belt loops, so again, can't wait to wear these. £1.50. I found this kind of like sleeveless turtleneck jumper in a colour that I'm really obsessed with at the moment. I really love this shade of purple. I really want to knit something in this colour, but I saw this and it's kind of ribbed, and it's from a brand that I've never heard of before. It's called Dash. Kind of looks a little bit vintage, so I was super happy to find this. I haven't actually tried this one on yet, so we'll give that a go. Hopefully it will be nice. I was imagining just layering with it, because it is kind of like a knit piece. And I also paid very good attention to detail this shop, just making sure that everything was in good condition and nothing was broken, because I've made a couple of charity shop purchases in the past where once I've got it home I've noticed that there's been like a rip in it, or a button missing, or like the lining's loose, or something needs fixing. And so I really wanted to pay attention and only get stuff that was kind of in good condition. I'm so happy that I think everything here is good so far. And then this was definitely an impulse purchase, but I saw it and I was like, oh. So it's vintage Marks and Spencer's St. Michael's shirt. It's a black shirt and it has this kind of sequiny detail around the collar. It's very subtle, and also down kind of the buttonholes. And I saw this and I saw the label on it and it said £21.99, and then it had a 50% off sticker on it here. So I was like, oh, so this will be like £10, just more than £10. And I was like, I really like that. I love a smart shirt with a little bit of something different to it, and I love vintage Marks and Spencer's. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get this, thinking it was going to be £10, and it was £1.50. So again, very, very chuffed with that purchase. I picked up from St. Vincent, I picked up, is this And Other Stories, just a black t-shirt, kind of just a nice staple. I think I've got one And Other Stories t-shirt, and it's one of my favourites, so I know the quality is good. And then I think my favourite purchases of the day were from the final charity shop that I went to, which was Oxfam. And this Oxfam is huge because it has loads of homeware and books and records and vinyl, and then it has a huge kind of clothing section as well. And I ended up finding two kind of blazer jackets that I'm so excited about. The first is again Uniqlo, and I'm just loving Uniqlo at the moment. And this is, it looks like it's a collaboration with a brand or a designer called Inez de la Francange. I can't really tell what that says, can you? And it is a navy smart blazer, but oh my god, the fit of this is so beautiful. It fits me like a glove, and I think this is just such a beautiful staple that I'm gonna get, like, it will go with everything. It's got beautiful like burgundy lining, and wow, it's just so nice. This is actually, I've just spotted, this is a sample. So it must be a press sample that someone's just didn't want. But yeah, I think this is pretty much brand new. Wool blend jacket. This would have been quite expensive, I think, if I'd have purchased this brand new. But I got this for £12.99. Absolutely love that. And then finally I found this jacket, which is vintage from a brand called Winsmore. And at first I picked it up just to be like, oh, I'll try it on. The pattern is a bit Marmite, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. But I tried this on and it fits so well, so I decided to get this. And it's kind of like a velvet printed blazer. Again, just fits so nicely, and I think I could really style this up. So chuffed to have come home with that. And this was £11.49. Absolute great haul there. I'm really excited to stick all this in the wash so I can get to wearing and styling it. But I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. A little bit of charity shop, secondhand thrifting inspo in London. Let me know if there are any other parts of London you would like me to go and show you around in. I've really enjoyed doing these kind of more recent shopping videos, so showing you a little bit more around London, especially because the weather's getting nicer now. It's so nice to get out the house sometimes. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Lots of love.